We all want to be the spiritual leader of our homes, but what does that look like, and how do we measure the effectiveness in our leading with the individuals within the household and then the household in general? Today, I want to teach you 5 levels of spiritual leadership and how you can determine which level you are on, not only for your family unit as a whole, but for the individual members within it. So today, guys, I want to get into the meat of this podcast. I want to talk about the level that you lead from, helping you identify the 5 levels of leadership. Over the years of doing ministry, I've heard of these 5 levels of leadership, and the ultimate level is this level 5 type of leader. But I want to help you to assess where you are as a leader with the individuals in your home as well as the family unit as a whole. So before we get into today's episode on these 5 levels, I want to ask you to do 4 things. First, be brutally honest with how well you lead. We as men tend to scale up when we answer our questions. I want you to scale down. Be very honest with your leadership abilities and effectiveness within the family. Number 2, work through this with your wife so you can get an honest assessment. Usually she will be true and honest and help you to really identify which child maybe needs more of your leadership, how you're doing as a family overall, and what needs to be improved upon. Number 3 is this: be stingy about grading yourself as a level 5 leader. Everybody wants to walk in and say, I'm a level 5 leader, but realize very few actually are level 5 leaders. Jesus was a level 5 leader, and he died for what he believed. And so be very stingy with giving yourself a level 5 leader grade. And number 4 is this: assess yourself based on each family member. So if you have 3 children, how do you lead for child 1, child 2, child 3? How are you leading your wife? And then overall, how are you leading the family unit? So you're going to break it down into individuals and then one group as a whole. So these are the levels, and I've taken this from leadership books, secular leadership books I've read over the years, and I've made them fit in the role of a father. So level 1 leader is what I call the bio dad or the sperm donor. This is leadership based on position only. The only claim you have to fatherhood is the fact that you donated the sperm in which that child or those children were born. This bio dad is a male. He is not a man. This guy is the guy who's abandoned his children. Someone else is their dad. He has deferred parenting to other people. He's probably on a first name basis with his children who do not call him dad or father, but they call him by his first name because he is not doing any of the parenting. At this level, the bio dad / sperm donor level 1 leader, your people, the children that you bore, the wife that or the girlfriends you lived with, whatever the situation may be, they see your life and they want to create a model to avoid becoming like you. So the people closest to you or should have been closest to you are trying to build their life based on what they don't want to become when they look at you. So you do not want to be a level 1 leader. Level 2 is what I call the Disneyland dad. This is leadership based on permission and relationships. So this dad is not around enough to truly be a holistic father. So there's been a divorce, there's a separation, maybe there's a child, maybe this man bore a child out of wedlock and he's trying to parent this child even though the child lives with a mother that he never married. This is a situation where the dad here, the level 2 dad, the Disneyland dad, is not around the child enough to truly become a disciplinarian. So they become the dad who's the fun guy, the guy that is not the disciplinarian, the guy that is giving the sugar and giving the chocolate. It's this kind of situation where they are engaged to their limited ability, but they are not able to be fully engaged as a father, even though their children call them dad. So they've transcended from a first name basis to this actually is my dad, but because of the situation, they're not able to be a holistic father. So your people in this scenario, they see your life and they want to balance the fun that you offer and the fun that you bring with a discipline and a life of full engagement. And for some of you, it may not be possible based on the situation, which is why you are in this situation a level 2 dad. So a level 2 dad here can be a level 4 or 5 dad in another relationship where the kids are in the home, but it is very difficult when your kids are not in the home with you 24/7 to move beyond a level 2 or 3 dad. The situation does not preclude itself towards that level. Level 3 dad is what I call the just do it dad. This is leadership based on production and results. So you as a dad are a producer, you're a hard worker, you're getting it done, and you expect that from all of those around you. In fact, those closest to you are affirmed through their performance and not unconditionally loved by you. Your love is performance-based. Your love is conditional. I'll be honest with you, this was my dad until I was about 35. My dad grew out of this, but until I was 35 years old, it was love based on performance. And man, to get a handshake or to get an attaboy, man, that was a big deal because it was all about performance. And so, and my dad's beyond that now, but that's where it was back in the day. And so family members here learn that the expression of your love is conditional based on your personal performance. And so what happens is, these just do it dads, these level 3 dads produce high achieving families that look really good on social media. They look really good on paper, but there's a lot of deep, intangible fragmentation and a lot of damage has been done under the surface because at the end of the day, children and our wives want us to give them the greatest gift we can give them, according to Matthew chapter 17, verses 1-8, unconditional love. Your people here see your life and they want to model their love and relationships. They see your life and they want to model themselves after your performance, but they want to model their relationships on love that is unconditional and not based on performance. We often forget, guys, that God has called us to steward the bodies He gave us so that we'll be ready, healthy, and spiritually dangerous to fight the good fight. That's why we're so excited to partner with Mountain Tough Fitness Lab. Join me on my journey by going to mountaintough.com and getting your free 6-week trial when you type in the code ARENA30. You won't be disappointed. Stay dangerous. The level 4 leader is what I call a role model dad. Your leadership is based on seeing the potential in others, reproducing yourself and your children. You are committed not only to your growth, but the people around you, and everybody knows it. You are teachable. You work hard to live your best life for Jesus. You have strong goals and dreams, and this is a great dad, you guys. The role model dad is a great dad. You are determined. You've got goals and dreams, and you are determined to reach them no matter what. No one is going to get in your way. You are going to reach these goals and dreams as you strive to become your best version in Jesus. And that statement is what separates a level 4 dad from a level 5 dad. You give love unconditionally, regardless of performance. So in this scenario with a level 4 dad, your people see your life. Now, this is critical. Listen to this. And they want to model their life after your life. That is a level 4 dad. Here is the difference between a level 4 and a level 5 dad. There's a critical difference. The level 5 dad is what I call the legacy dad. This is the dad who you have goals and dreams, just like the level 4 dad. The difference is that you are willing to and daily sacrifice your goals and dreams for the people that you're committed to lead. So your leadership priority is very clear. God is greater than your wife is greater than your kids are greater than your work, and your work is greater than you. And so you realize that this priority in the scheme of things could lead you to sacrifice some of your temporary goals and dreams for the greater good of those of your family. So the level 4 dad, your people see you and your life, and they want to model their life after yours. But the level 5 dad, your people see your life and want to model their lives after Jesus because they see that your relationship with Jesus transcends all other things. Now, the level 4 dad may be in the same boat. The difference is the level 5 dad lives it, articulates it, and models it. Guys, I hope this helped you today. Hey, if you are not yet a subscriber, our podcast has tripled our subscribers in the last 2 years, and things are really exploding. And if you are not a subscriber yet, please do so. That really helps us move up the charts as we influence more and more men for Jesus. And guys, also share this link with a guy who you think this might help in his journey to become the best father he should be. Until next time, feel the wet sound on the arena floor. Hear the deafening roar of the crowd. Taste the sweetness of victory. Smell the stench of battle. Get in the game. Get dirty. Grind it out. And be a man.